Grouders, hoekom hou jy van Hawaii-dag? Vertel vir ons. Wat maak sy vir jou? Wat doen sy vir jou?
Sy werk van my
Okay. Dankie meneer Grouders.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of an inspiring coffee with Cartors, hosted by Marika and I. Hey Marika.
Hi Karen.
So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax for the next 20 minutes or so, and enjoy the show. Once again, due to social distancing, it is very difficult to hear what the owners are saying about their horses that they love so much. But we do enjoy showing you these inserts, as you can see the love and the appreciation they have for their horses. This month, we are still dedicating to all the beautiful women in our community to celebrate Women's Day, which was on the 9th of August. Kayla van der Walt and Philippa Johnson, who are part of the SA Para Dressage team at this year's Paralympics in Tokyo, are both safe and quarantining. The Paralympics start on the 24th of August on my son's sweet 16th birthday and runs to the 5th of September. So please do cheer them on from your couches, as we will be doing the same. And rightly so, Sea Harvest was very proud to award Bianca Beitendach, the silver medalist in surfing at the Tokyo Olympics, 50,000 Rand for her contribution to the Olympics. We are still sadly mourning the passing of Megan Hope, the heart and soul and energizer of the Eastern Cape Horse Care Unit. No words can encompass the influence Megan and the Horse Care Unit have had on the welfare of equids in that region. What a sad story indeed.
It's very sad.
Folks, I am very excited about this one. Our calendars for 2022 are almost ready. So watch this space. It is once again a bumper edition, and we've included the most delightful stories for you. This year's calendar was photographed by Katya Photography and designed by Derek Snell from Art Graphica. They both volunteered their time and expertise to bring this amazing calendar and the photographs to life. So there's one of them. I don't want to give it all away, but this is also one of our favorites.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
all the stories are in the calendar. So please be sure to buy one when they're out. Folks, today we have another great lineup for you. We will be talking to our also very own Tanya Kroon, who is not only our treasurer, but a farmer in the Karoo. We will be telling you about what leaving a lasting legacy can do. So do stay tuned. And then another heartwarming story in our Down Memory Lane feature, Victoria's Secret.
Ooh. Folks, if you've just tuned in, you are watching Coffee with Cartors, and we are thrilled to have you on this very rainy Wednesday afternoon. Please like and follow us on Facebook or YouTube, and don't feel shy to hit that share button. Please tell us in the comments below where you're tuning in from, and we'd love to say hello.
Tanya Kroon has not only been our treasurer since 2016, but has been part of our management committee since 2009, but also started Onbedacht Stud Farm in 2008 with her husband Jeff, when they bought several cows with excellent bloodlines. Here is her interview that we took earlier. Hi, Tanya, and welcome. And thank you so very much for taking out the time of your busy schedule for this interview with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Tanya, what made you and your husband decide to become cattle farmers in the Karoo?
My husband bought the farms about 21 years ago. And at the time, it was predominantly a sheep farm, and he moved over to cattle. And then we got married, and we got married on the farm. And so we did a lot of renovations on the farm, and there was a lot of garden work that had to be done and stuff like that. So I kind of kept coming up after we got married to make sure everything was in order. And for some reason, for my sins, I got involved in the farming operation. And from knowing absolutely nothing about farming. So it was a huge learning curve all around, but yeah.
So what are some of your biggest challenges and worst fears as a farmer?
There are droughts. Being in the Karoo, droughts it's really awful to see what a drought can do to animals. I've learned really hard lessons from the first major drought that I went through about 2016. And I've taken that on board. So every other year that we've had, which has been dry, I've applied those I've been in better situations to be able to handle the drought. Apart from droughts, it's also cash flow. Farming and cash flow is not easy. And then the other longer term challenge that we actually have is more the irresponsible and overutilization of underground water by neighbors. And I've started seeing the impact of that, not necessarily on our farm, but on neighboring farms further down in the valley, where they've actually run out of water on their farms. Boreholes have dried up. So yeah, and it's really, and challenges, it's all about managing all of this.
On that note, what advice would you give to women who are watching, who want to follow in your path?
Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it and stick with it. Don't follow trends, because by the time you actually going into the latest and the newest thing that's happening, for instance, ostrich farming or game farming, by the time you're getting in there, it's too late already. So stick with what you do. Make the most. Sorry, that's a chicken.
I love it.
She's in a nesting box next to me in the office.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah. So also make the most of what you are doing. As a woman, you've got to stand out above the rest. And it really is hard, because people do think, oh, you're only a woman, you don't know anything about farming. And especially if you're coming from the city, it's even worse. So what I tried to do was because it's predominantly cattle farming, I would buy the best bulls I possibly could for genetic purposes, and according to my pocket, buy the best, so that you produce the best calves, so that you produce cattle that people actually want. And now I'm in that situation where people are wanting my stuff without me actually having to beg and plead people to take. So yeah. And also remember, with farming, it's a long-term cycle. So what you do now, you'll only see the benefits of it in 3-4 years' time. So it's really you just got to keep at it. And as I said, believe in yourself.
Yeah. In addition to all of this, you decided to volunteer for the Cart Horse Management Committee and ended up being the treasurer. How did that happen?
Okay, so like a long time ago, I'm actually an accountant by trade, and I was riding many moons ago at the Hart Bay Riding Centre, and there was an advert that came out for a deputy treasurer. And I thought, well, I've always wanted to, when I was in full-time employment, or when I was working actually, paid working, I should say, I always wanted to do charity work. And it was the right opportunity to sort of combine my skills with doing charity work. And I really liked the fit that it was also working horses, and it seemed to sort of fit in with the farming side of things as well, because I could use a lot of my limited knowledge of farming sort of could help a little bit with cart horse.
Wow.
So yeah, and then Jan Fonk left, the treasurer, and then I by default became the treasurer. So yeah. So but it's been very, very rewarding.
Oh, that's so great to hear. But Tanya, whenever we have meetings or Zoom meetings, we always see your chickens and your ducks in your office. Please do tell us more about these very special chickens and that you have running around the office.
Well, this love affair started just by accident. A number of years ago, I got chickens in really as pest control for. We've got kraals, sheep kraals around the house, quite close to the house, and in summer with the rains, the flies are a big problem. So I don't like spraying, and yeah, I thought good idea to get some chickens. Well, yeah. So anyway, I then one day came across this severely injured chick. With this huge big gash under her leg was broken, and anyway, we wrapped her up as best we could, and took her off to the vet. And long story short, she's actually the start of the whole thing, from me actually really coming into close contact with chickens, and they've just crept into our hearts, and they've got such personalities and such characters. They recognize you. They just. I've got one of the chickens. She'll jump on your lap or even onto my shoulder when I'm sitting and peck to get attention. And if I've been away, they come up individually and come up for recognition and cuddles, and they're just amazing. They're bloody noisy. But I suppose if I had to lay an egg every day, I'd also be noisy. So, and then the ducks. Actually, I've got to blame Joyce Beaton, our committee member for the ducks, because they started off as rescues, 3 little rescues that she was wanting a home for. So I, again, in my infinite wisdom, said I'll take them. And then I got a drake, which was the worst thing I could have done, because I just got a population explosion of the second to none. And now I've got Muscovies everywhere. But they are terribly cute. So yeah, and the one I've got now is actually the mother's rejected it. So
oh my goodness,
I'm looking after it. So yeah, in fact, we went for a braai in the veld on Sunday, and Ducky went with. Yeah.
Well, farm life seems to look and sound absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and thanks for your commitment to us in the committee, and thanks once again for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Absolute
Tanya.
Pleasure. Thanks,
Okay. Oh, wow. I absolutely loved that interview. The ducks and the chickens and the noises. I thought my dogs were bad, but to have chickens clucking in the background.
It's always interesting to see what will pop up.
Exactly. It was very, very interesting. But thank you once again, Tanya. and for your commitments to us at the Cart Horse Protection Association. We really appreciate it and wish you all the best going forward. And if anybody is interested in becoming a member of our management committee, please email me on the email below or give us a call on the number that Marika has just put up on our screen. Up next, we were able to purchase the Recovery and Rehabilitation Center in 2007 and take the used cart horses to a place of safety where they can heal their bodies and spirit. They will all receive a soft, dry bed, good food, and rest from work. Love and care will soon work its magic, not to mention a carrot or two.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time. We gotta
can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright,
Wow, every time I see that video, I get goosebumps. It is just so wonderful to see all those horses that have come through our doors and boxing themselves where they've never been boxed before, knowing that they're going to a really safe place and their forever home. And the R&R has really become a very, very special place for me to go to, and love seeing all the horses' personalities and antics come to light. And as we can see, leaving a lasting legacy can make a big and huge difference in the lives of these deserving cart horses.
It is why we do what we do, to see those horses happy.
Yes.
Folks, as you know, we are not here just for fun. As fun as it is for us to be here, we are also here to raise funds. Now, last year, at the end of the year, World Horse Welfare did a bit of research, especially amongst working equids all across the world. And what they found here in the Western Cape is that some of the cart horses actually gained body condition during the hard lockdown. And this was because, together with World Horse Welfare, the Cart Horse Protection Association supported these cart horse owners. And in these times, we were able to subsidize feed even more and even give feed away for free. We like to continue helping them, so we ask that you help us help them and donate some money so that we can help them. For only 250 Rand, one horse can get 4 bales of oat hay, 2 bags of 10%, and a full set of shoes. And it goes a long way. It really does go a long way to help them. So if you would like to donate, you can visit our webpage. It's very simple to donate. All the different ways to donate are shown on the webpage. And then there's always my favorite, SnapScan, which is just an app on your phone. And if you need to, let me know. I'll show you again how to use it. It's really, really very simple. So please help us help them.
Thanks so much, Marika. And up next, join us down memory lane. On the 7th of August, 2017, a little foal was born at the R&R and dubbed Queen Victoria's Secret. Her mother, Sarah, had been confiscated because she was found roaming the streets. In 2018, she was fostered out and currently resides at a foster home in Tilbach. She has just been backed and has done clicker training, which she thoroughly enjoys. Victoria is now looking for her forever home. She's described as very clever and very willing. Being a youngster, she will need an experienced rider, but she has a very sweet nature and is a quick learner. So please contact us if you are looking to adopt one special Victoria.
Now, last week, I introduced you to my cats. This week, seems only fair that I introduce you to Karen's little helpers. So please meet Karen's dogs.
Although Karen has a special affection for Sylvester the office cat, she has 3 little helpers at home who get her through the working at home lockdown blues. We've already met Lucy, who Karen picked up on her way to work one morning. But there's also Odie, the 11-year-old dachshund, and Abby, the tiny wire-haired girl who believes she's a Rottweiler. Odie pretty much goes with the flow, and Abby, the little lady that she is, loves the sun. All 3 sleep in bed with Karen, so no need for hot water bottles. The 3 of them are very good at keeping Karen company on her couch while she works on Coffee with Cart Horse scripts and keeps in touch with all our wonderful donors. Lucy Lou would also like to audition for SA's Got Talent.
Marika,
I've
you've done it
so much
again.
fun putting these together.
You can't quit your day job, but I promise you, putting videos together is absolutely your forte. Thank you so much. That was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love these little ones. Odie's my boy and has slept with me since he came home at 9 weeks old, and he's been in the bed ever since. Sorry, 9 weeks old, yeah. And Abby follows me absolutely everywhere, and she can lick your face off if she could. And when the phone rang one day, Lucy Lou started, as Marika said, her singing debut and has been singing ever since. Thanks once again, Marika. That was awesome.
It's a pleasure. If
So
you've
to-
missed any of
Sorry,
our
sorry.
previous episodes, then you can either go on our Facebook page and click on videos, they're on there, or you can go to YouTube and just search for Cartos Protection Association and you'll find all the previous episodes there. And if you want to find out how Karen got Lucy, that's also in there somewhere. So please go and watch the previous episodes and share everywhere.
And on that note, Marika, please remember, as we say, like and share our page. We need the support. And as always, no donation is ever too small or too big. Thank you for tuning in. And until next Wednesday, please be safe and take care. Bye, Marika.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.